So I'm partway through the project, so I'll kind of let you in on what I'm doing. I wanted to just ease into my first video and not do too much talking at the beginning. I tend to babble sometimes, so I thought if I got started with the project, I could kind of ease into the talking. As you can probably tell, I am making a plant hanger. I have made so many plant hangers, but this one I'm doing today is going to be just a little bit different. I'm starting off with just a basic, very, very basic plant hanger with the 3 strands going down, a basic square knot so far. I'm not sure if I'm going to add any of the twisty ones in or not. I kind of see how it goes and what I'm feeling like it should look like. But this one is going to be just a bit different because I'm sorry. I got these plates from the dollar store. I didn't know which size to get, so I just got both of them because they're so cheap. One was $2, one was $3. So there's actually nice ceramic ones. They are a little bit heavy, so I'm a little bit concerned about the bigger one weighing it down before you even put a plant on it. So I might have to put like a smaller plant on so that it's not so heavy. But if you have put it into your hook into a stud, I'm using a metal ring on this one because I just find them more reliable. I have a couple with wooden hoops on the top, and some of them are good and then some of them just break for some reason. So I decided to do metal because we've got the heavy plates. So I'll kind of get into that once I get done the basic strands here, but I wanted to give a little bit of an explanation of the channel, being that this is my first video, and what I'm hoping to get out of it and what I'm hoping you get out of it. I'm hoping that as I go along with these videos, I get a little less awkward and more authentic because I feel very weird right now, but that should improve, I would hope. I had procrastinated doing this video because I'm just like, the lighting's not good today. I can't get the angle quite right. I'm not sure what clothes to wear. I didn't do my hair today. My skin's bad. Whatever it is, I've been like every excuse in the book. So I'm just gonna put this out, and it is what it is. My videos are not gonna be perfect. I'm not a professional by any means. I just love crafting, and I like watching people on YouTube craft. I get some ideas for things. I see a different way that they do something and like to try it that way. So that's kind of what this is about, is just to motivate me to continue crafting and trying different things. I have never really stuck to one type of craft. I've always been like on to the next. I learn something, I like it. I still do most of the crafts along the way. I just want to learn something new. So that's what I plan to do with this channel. I'm hoping that we can kind of help each other out if we have any sort of tips on something that you're good at, that you would have like a tip for me of how to make something easier, or something that I have for you, and just to kind of hang out and craft. And I feel like, even though I am just talking to a camera right now, I feel like just it's a bit motivating for me to just have a reason to do these things. And these things make me happy, but I just, sometimes when you're just doing them for yourself, you end up not doing them. And even though they do bring you joy, it's just the motivation isn't there. So I'm also hoping that that will help with my motivation on continuing to do the things that I love to do. Alright, I am finally on the last strand. I did decide to do just a tiny bit of the spiral knot, just to add something interesting. I don't know. We'll give it a shot. Who knows? I might regret it later, but it's not too big, so it's not extremely noticeable. But I'm going to go ahead and finish this last strand. So what I did is 20 square knots. So that's like two knots in total. Excuse the hand movements, like that's anything explanatory. So that's 20 of those. I do 20 single of the spiral knot, so it's quite a small portion, and then another 20 full square knots. So I will finish that up here. Alright, so I'm back. I have finished up all the sides. Now is the struggle of figuring out how to exactly attach this. I'm so used to doing things in an exact way when I make a plant holder. So usually I would join a couple of these and the pot would sit like way down here. I think I'm going to try to get the plate to sit right at the finished edge here. Oh, and what I'm using here that you've seen throughout the whole video is just like a laundry or like a clothing rack that I got. It's just an adjustable one that can go up higher, so as I'm working on it sitting down, I can just keep moving it up. It's not like the most ideal, but it's pretty good. I'm just gonna tie one up and see how it goes. So I just do a basic square knot here to combine all the sides so that it doesn't slip through. Let's see if that's gonna be, yeah, that might be good. Okay, I'm gonna do all of them the same length here. So I'm taking 2 strands from this one and 2 strands from this one and combining them. Okay, so I would like it to sit right at the edge here. Oh, did that actually work? Okay, that actually works pretty good. I wasn't sure how, like, if it would slip out really easily. I was kind of worried about that, but it looks like that should actually work. I always have the problem too, like I try to keep finicking with it till it's absolutely perfect, and I have to realize that it doesn't always have to be perfect, it just has to work. Okay, so then at the bottom here, normally I would have a lot more space to put the finishing knot because the bowl would sit a lot further down, but since we've just got a plate here, I'm just gonna finish it off here. I'm just gonna pinch it, and we're gonna do the same kind of finisher, I think, as the, let me just think here. Yeah, I think I want to do the same finishing knot as the top. So what I'm just gonna do, I'm gonna try to keep that pinched, let's cut off just a little piece of cord at the bottom here that I'm not needing. Okay, this is not going to be in frame, so I'm just starting over. You're going to have to get up. I'm just going to pull this up a bit. Kind of hold my spot. There we go. Okay, so I make my little loop. Loop goes towards the bottom, and I'm just going to wrap it around. See, the little tail just sticks out. We'll cut that off later. Okay. And then we tuck the end into the loop. Hold that loose tail at the top, pull it slightly through, and we've secured it. So I'm gonna test it out before I cut it off, even though I can actually pull through a little bit even after the finishing knot is made. Okay. Ooh. So I think I want just a little extra room here so that it sits right like at the edge of this knot here, not like with the knot going underneath. So I need a little bit more room. So I'm just going to, okay, let me take the plate off so it doesn't like slam and hit me in the face. Oh, there we go. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Okay, so I know it's fairly short here. I wanted that. You saw my one cat earlier. I have two of them, and they try to get at the plants. So I need to keep them up as high as possible. If you're gonna be making one, I would suggest making one that's a little bit longer than this, so you've got a lot more space in between here to place the plant, but I do need it a little bit shorter so that the cats can't get at it, so it hangs closer to the ceiling. So that's my reasoning for it. Now, okay, so we've got let me just take this off here. I'm gonna cut these little edges off that bottom part that was secured. And so then we just cut like the tail at the bottom. This one I think I'm gonna leave a little bit longer because it is such a short project. I think I'm gonna cut her off like, okay, so here's the finishing knot. Normally I would probably just do like that much, but I think I'm gonna cut it a little bit longer so that it can actually, it has a little bit of length without the plant being as low. So for the final thing that I like to do is unwind each one of these to give it like more of a full look underneath. I'll see you at the end of me doing this. It's gonna take a little while here. Okay, so that is how it looks when it's all done. It just gives it a little bit of a fuller look, especially when you've only got like the 3 strands here. It's not very full at the bottom. And then the plate just goes in here. Obviously I got to take the stickers off and stuff yet, but I will do that. Okay, I think it turned out pretty good. I was really worried about how it was going to, how the plate was actually going to sit in here, but it actually seems pretty sturdy.